have a question. How do you deal with the sufferance that is all around you? The human suffering?
Yes. I do not deal with it. Consciousness does. It is the nature of consciousness, the nature of God, the nature of pure love that takes the pain into itself. The ego's story is that I am suffering, but that suffering is just created by the story. But the sum total of the expression of the life of separation carries with it enormous suffering. And the nature of God, of love, is that it drinks it into itself for the one who is doing the work. It is why everybody walks out of this room feeling differently than when they came in.
What about the children? The newborn?
There is a perfection that remains impossible when one is experiencing this life through the story of the mind, through the experience of separation. When this is freed, it is possible to feel the perfection of what the mind cannot understand. It is possible to feel the love out of which all of the apparent suffering has been born out of. The players that come into this dream of forgetfulness, there is a willingness, or it would not happen. The willingness is out of this pure devotion. Where it runs so deep, there is the willingness to forget. Nothing is the way it seems. There is not a raindrop that falls from the sky that is out of alignment. The thing about it is when you wake up, the whole world wakes up. This too is impossible for the mind to wrap around. Eventually the mind can do nothing but prostrate itself at the feet of that with which it will never understand. When this happens, then you are ready. What I can tell you in this play, I have no idea of what is destined in the play of time, but I can tell you that what is called the world is the reflection of collective consciousness. If 1 out of every 10,000 beings on this planet were to wake up to themselves, the whole nature of all of it would shift and change. But that does not mean that it is wrong now. Everything is reflecting in perfection exactly what every player needs. There is a wisdom to what the mind cannot see. The separate ego story says, I suffer so much, but because of the armoring of the ego, so little is felt. The suffering is absorbed by the beauty because of the pure love of its creation. Everything is in right order. You know, you can look back in your own personal life and see the times of great challenge and how that has borne fruit, for you would not be where you are today if not for that. Every single thing that looks to the mind as off or wrong is playing that same piece. When you are free of the mind, you can feel it in the middle of what looks to be the horror.
I believe that, and it's so good to hear you say that.
It is very beautiful to meet you.